How's it going? How's it going? We have a mission, and that mission is to connect the scraggly ass island to the rest of the game. This being the scraggly ass island in question that I haven't even tested. Where should we hook it up is the question. I guess you could get to it from either side. But we need to make sure there's good barriers. So maybe we let you get to it from here. Let's try. Okay, also, we just like don't. This is obviously how it used to be hooked up because, like, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to have a little knob and we're going to pull a thing here and we're going to do this. And that's... Wait, what? Okay. So you can get through from that way, although, you know, it's a little bit of a scenario to do that. How about from this way? All right. First, though, we gotta like shield this puppy. We gotta shield this puppy so good. Okay. So we don't want this stone getting out. And then, I mean, in theory, you could push off that, but that'll hit this. Now, of course, you could... I don't remember what we're doing here. Oh, yeah, I kind of do. I kind of remember. I think this is still broken, actually. I think I gotta fix a thing about it. Okay. I mean, we'll do a little ting-tangling over here, just in case. And okay, how do we connect the scraggly ass island on this side? This is a dangerous place to try to connect. Maybe we do it here. Maybe we just have a little passageway that comes on over. Because, like, this is all arbitrary. So, like, we could do this. And then, I mean, I think we're good at that point. I mean, this is all very scary. It's all very scary. God only knows what could happen. I mean, especially with this. Oh my God, this whole river situation. We might want to put this river situation in an isolation chamber. I don't know. You know what? Spoop. 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 And I don't think you could do anything there. Okay. Yeah, every good game has to have sound effects, guys. Don't you know that? Don't you know about how sound effects bring life to your video game? They are incredibly important. Okay. So we've got the scraggly ass island hooked up. That was our goal. Now our other goal was going to be moving fast travel areas for these things that were moved but still exist. So, for example, this room. This is 1, 2, 3 north and 1, 2, 3 west is the Crystal Rover room. Whoops. Oh no, we're going to not be able to see our frickin' thing. All right, let's just try it like this. So, now let's select some more stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Hide. Hide. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Okay, that's great. So, Crystal Rover room is there. And this has changed in nature, but it's fine. So, that's the middle. We go 1, 2, 3 north, right? And then 1, 2, 3 west. We'll delete that because that's not a thing. And yeah, let's leave it like that for now. Well, this is okay. I guess you could never push this out like this, but we might have to change this orientation based on what's going on. Now, we also had one other room that I don't remember which one it is. That also, oh, is the green, this guy. So this guy is 1, 2 south and 1 west, which I think it's further out than that, but I think I got it close the first time. So 2 south and 1 west. So where is that room? I think I was thinking of this one, but this is a different place. Maybe this doesn't correspond to any place anymore. So we'll just use this. 2 south and 1 west. Okay. Well, that's this. So let's just destroy that. Okay. So that's not what this room looks like at all, but we'll edit it when we do that area. Which might be next. It might be next. So we sort of did, we did like this, right? This 3x3 here. And maybe we do this zone. Wrong zone. So we will do this. This is diagonal of the starting crossroads. Here is a 3x3. We're gonna screen. Ugh. Dude, it's so much lag. It's like I hit Win-Shift-S and then I start. Microsoft is so bad at programming things. I start to move the mouse to drag the rectangle and it's like, no, you've just still got input on your game for another half a second or something. All right, so like before, I've just got this up in the other window and I'm going to be looking at that. All right, I'm going to grab some water. While I am grabbing some water, are there any questions that people have or anything like that? Questions. There won't be Sphine. Why does nobody have serious questions ever? Did the golden monkey tea arrive? I don't expect it for at least another 5 hours. All right. I was recently quoted as having said I don't like the socket module. Why is that? Because, okay. So socket is a Unix concept, first of all. And it's a Unix concept for tying together a bunch of different things that are not related. Like writing to files and writing over the network and, you know, frickin' reading dev whatever, right? What I would do is just make and I've done this before in C++. It's just I didn't have time to make a new one. What I would do is I would make a networking library that does what you fucking want and doesn't give you a bunch of fucking socket bullshit, right? Because, like, you spend so much time like, oh, I didn't HTML my fucky fuck. and it doesn't work, right? Like, just, just let me send TCP to the server, right? It's not hard. It's like a couple of function calls. Let me connect, let me write and read messages, and let me disconnect. Like, it's a very simple API that people actually want. And they just have to go through hell to actually get the functionality they want every single time. Problem is NAT punch through in P2P. Well, that is an additional problem, okay? But before you even try to solve that problem, you might as well make a good API for what people actually want to do. Dude, I never, ever, ever want anything to fail because I didn't H to NL the fucky fuck. Like, that's the stupidest thing in the world. It's a horrible API. And I'm just angry about it because I've spent so much time using these horrible APIs. And I really didn't want to propagate them, but Raphael wanted to provide some networking functionality in a module, and he didn't understand what I was saying I wanted. And so he just did a socket interface, which is fine. It does provide the functionality for people, so it gets the job done at some level, but it is not what I would do at all. Not at all. Or at least, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense to provide those bindings for every operating system to people, right? Because, people are going to want to actually do some kind of thing that you can only do on a socket. But, if you say, I want to do networking, the word socket just shouldn't happen. It's not relevant to networking, if you know what I'm saying, which you probably don't. Why am I not? Oh, it's Windows. I have no way of telling whether the window is in focus or not. Look, the window's not in focus. Now it's in focus. How do you tell? Because the top 2% of the screen is a little bit grayer when it's not in focus. Fucking retarded. Why do these people still have jobs? All right. BSD is how old? 55 years. Well, no, BSD. AT&T Unix is 55 years. BSD is a little bit newer than that. How is Windows managing to get worse? Well, I think what happened is people have been complaining about this kind of stuff for a long time. But I think if you're at Microsoft making decisions, you see all these people complaining, but your market share doesn't go down. So you just decide that the complaints don't matter, and you should just keep doing what you're doing, which is making it more complicated and adding more features and whatever. But I think it's one of those things that doesn't matter till it does, right? So, I linked this video on Twitter today about, a Lenovo Steam Deck clone where they have a Windows version and a Linux version, and the Linux version is $130 cheaper and substantially faster and substantially better battery life because it's just not running Windows. And it's like, okay, well, and much better user experience. Like, I haven't used one, but according to the video, it's way better on all these axes, right? Okay, so what is that? Like, if you're Microsoft, how long does it take you to catch up when there's that many problems now, right? One of those problems I could see them attacking, like, oh, we're not getting as good battery life as we should on these devices. Let's put together a battery life tiger team and like take care of the competition. Old Microsoft would have been able to do that. New Microsoft, I don't know. But like when it's every axis is worse, what do you even do? Because you can't focus. You're just like worse in all directions. Yeah, that's the video. So like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I may be going to bed soon, but I wanted to get a few more things done. All right, so we're doing the 3x3 that is diagonally southwest of the thing. All right. So it is starting here and going here, and we're just making a little mini version. We're making a mini-me. Okay. So this one is empty. Like completely. That's these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is empty. So we're just going to close off this hallway here. Boom. 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 That is like that, apparently. Maybe it goes down a little bit. We'll see when we do these later. But right now we're focusing on this. All right. And then this is the green room. And the green room would have... Let's put this here. And... like there should be water and stuff. I don't know, dude. And these are like here. I don't really want to think about this that much right now. Like this map may still get revised a great deal. So right now we're just like iterating to the current version is our job. And then this, it's got that, I guess. And let's see. Oh, the green beam goes into the next room now because I did that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So it's going to go between the gems. And there's some rocks in here. Let's put a couple rocks. This isn't great because you can't walk through here. But you can't right now anyway when we get to that square. So we'll just see what happens there. But for now, you can't go that way. Now, the next room over has brown, dark brown. Oh, we got to put these in the group. Inevitably, I always fail to do this for something, but let's just try to... Let's try to get it. Let's try to get it. Group ID, boom. All right. So this one is going to be on the north. It's going to be like a richer, darker brown. And then this is going to be like that. Actually, that was not the play. Okay, so we've got like a passageway, and then this is all filled in. But, and it's a big but, we got to stop the green beam in here somewhere. So we could go like that, and then like this, and then like that. And so, oh, this is, wait, this goes too far. This time you've gone too, well, I guess this is actually sort of how the next screen goes. But this screen is, ends here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the thing about this is, probably we should do that. And then there, and then there, and then let's do the convention. Whoops. Where we change the color slightly at the room boundary, just to help illustrate the room boundary, if only for my own sanity for now. Because who knows how this is going to be in the eventual visual treatment. It's just to say, I want to know where this is. So now this goes, this is actually a different color. That goes into the next room. Okay, and then, so all this was that. So then we're, whoops, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. And then we're going to, whoops, we're going to put all these in the group. Group photo, no, not, oh yeah, we'll put those in the same group, even though they're out of, what the hell, oh God, I need to fix this editor problem that someone introduced. It may have been me, but I feel like it's not. All right. Cool. Now down here, this one, actually, let's do the top row here. This is different. Okay, wait. Let's go here. Let's just get rid of these. We can get some back if we want them. So we want one, two, three, four, five. All right. And this is like kind of a gray. It's kind of like that. And then on top of it is more like a, like that, a little darker. I don't know. And then there's a room I don't know, dude. There's a pretty fancy shaped room that it's gonna be hard to duplicate, all right? And we'll get one of these back. Okay. And then that is going to hook up to here for now. We may change this whole hallway, but for now that is hooked up like that. And there is a teleporter. Okay. I don't really know what else to put in here. It's fine. Okay, so, and then over here, this is Fun Gem Room. The floor is not this color at all. It's more like a, I don't know, maybe like that. Maybe a little earthier. Okay, and then we're gonna need all the squares. So here we're gonna delete. Oh, you know what? We didn't group the previous room, huh? We did not group the previous room. 1, 2, 3, 4. FT purple altar. Okay. Here. This is Fun Gem Room, like I said. It's going to have maybe like that. We're just going to do that for now. It's a symbolic representation of the room, okay? But, and it's a big but. We need down here for there to be a room. Whoops, let's not do that. Okay, so like that. So now this is this group. Boom. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, right? We're doing this diagonal 3 by 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we just got the bottom 3 to do. So this one, it's kind of, I'm going to turn off the gridding, make it a little easier to see. So we got to do this one. This one literally has no teleporter. Bam. It's got no gates. Question is, no, because you'll be able to walk from here to here, so connecting here to here is not strictly important. We'll see. So, this is just some weird room like this. And then we have a little purple nurple here that's incomplete. And we're just going to put both of these in this group. All right. That's it. That's all that's in that room. Next room. There's definitely some things in this room. So we're just going to put rocks. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to put these so you can't move the rocks. And then we got this terrain. That's good. We're going to do this as a way of letting you walk across. Well, we could put lily pad. Put lily pad there. Okay, and then we're just going to do this. No, that's not good. I mean, we can do that. And then that connects out to the south over there. Bloop. And then, well, okay, we gotta, this, see, this is really belongs to this, but we attached all this. Let's put all these on this guy's credit card. Okay, something has gone horribly wrong. Dude! Frickin', if you click on something twice, it messes up who's top in this group stack, and life is then very sad. All right. So all that. This is going to be FU purple skipping. Okay, there we go. Now, west of FU purple skipping is green situation. I don't know what to call it. All right, so one, there's a wall. It's kind of like, yeah, like that. We got that, and then this, and then we'll put these there as a reminder, but you can't do nothing with them. All right. And then this is a lighter color. It's like a sandy. It's sandy from LA Story. Capital S, little a, capital N, etc. Okay, so we got this. And then we kind of got, I don't know, we got another gray, gray, and then we got a wall here that for now we're just going to leave. And I guess there's no teleporter in that room. I guess we will put it in here. I don't know. Bro! I need to fix that problem so bad. All right. There we go. We might have to change that in a bit, but at least we got the geometry. All right, and that is what I have in my little 3x3 snapshot. What's down here? Who knows? It's not this anymore, I'll tell you that. Well, let's just clear it out. How's it going, everybody? Finally getting your first developer job, all right? Congratulations. I hope it's actually a good job. I hope it's actually a good job. All right. Now, we want the next. So we did these 3x3, and we've just got some little rooms south of that. Just 6 little rooms, and you know, these are pretty boring. So I'm going to put that back in my situation here. And oops. Okay. So we are now looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down here, and this one are literally this. Okay, like that is all. And in fact, even here, like we're just going. All right, so we got in the lower left 1, 2, 3. I mean, so it's sort of like this. And actually, this side's bigger. Then there's no teleporter there. This one is still here, so that's fine. Yeah, and these two are empty. So fine. Let's continue this, by the way. That's just going to keep going. And okay, now I'm confused. I think I'm off by a square. No. It's fine. Maybe. All right. Yeah, this is okay. And then here we've got, I mean, maybe like this color again. Oops, I didn't want to snap anything. So we got like that. And we got like that. And these are lighter. These are lighter in coloration. Like that. And then there's just some stuff here. All right. This is fine. We're just going to put it all in the same bucket for now. And we'll put, like, you go to a little island on the far side. So we're just going to put that, but you can't get there. Now, here, yeah, this one's entertaining. This one's entertaining. You go to an island over here, and I'm just going to do this convention of putting a little floor fence. There's not really a fence there. We will figure it out later. Oh, you know what we could do? We could put a sunken one of these guys. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I am digging that idea. The only problem is this will end in tears if we do not put some little solid holio under the thing. So we're gonna put this. Okay. So now that goes across. I don't know what this is doing. That's not a thing. So you just go across to this. And there's not really room to put the little island down here. These are the right color. You know, we'll just do this. This is fine. Some room. Great name. Great name. Okay. That is that area. Does your team need to apply for the beta as well if you want to use the compiler for a project? We're starting to make, like in the past, we had everybody sign up individually, but sometimes, depending on who else is on the team, that may or may not be fine, right? Like if everybody's like a relatively senior person, it's fine, you know, and they can be adults and all that in terms of making sure they're using the right version and whatever. That's fine. But some people want to like centrally, especially if you have like students or junior people, they want to like centrally, you know, control is maybe not quite the right word, but basically keep in sync that everybody's using the same version and all that. And so lately I've made a couple of just handshake agreements where it's like, look, you can redistribute to your local team, just be cool about it and all that. So we could do that probably. depending. Just email in and ask me and what you want to do. Like if you've got a team doing something, I won't reject it, right? If you're already in the beta, it's fine. I'll put everybody in. But if your team individually emailed and didn't say what it's for and whatever, probably a lot of them got rejected. I don't know. No, but in cases like that, it's okay to set something up. Like I don't want that to be a blocking issue for anyone, if you know what I mean. All right, let's do the 3 west of. You know, I might start on this and then just go to bed because it's about that time. But let's take the screenshot. Okay. So crop. We've got some things. We got some things. All right, so we got this. So these hallways are like now along the top. So let's get rid of this. Boom. Oops. We'll deal with the weirdness in a bit. As according to convention, we're going to change the color of this across the boundary to keep myself sane. Now here, we do not have a purple room here. We do have a room. It has very dark slate kind of scenario. And then the floor is a little lighter than this, right? So kind of like that. And then like we kind of want something like this to give the impression. I don't know. It's a impressionistic representation of what the room is. But the important part of the impressionistic representation is that there's going to be monstros, all right? The monstro is just going to be chilling there. He can't get you. He can't get you, but we know what's going on. Okay, and then here, this is going to be solid walls. solid walls of the same color as this actually. So we're going to go there. We're going to go there. We're going to go like that. And then I'm going to go like that. All right. Now, this has its own place. So we're going to clear that out for now. We'll hook all these up later. And then this room that we went in there from has it's got, this is very temporary, but it's got a thing. And that's where this is. So this FU West Passage has this stuff. Okay. And this is look, that's not even in a group, right? So this is going to be this is going to be FU Green Goblins. Great. Great. This one is super experimental, so there shouldn't be water here though. That's annoying. We could frickin'... No, there just shouldn't... See, we kind of need water here. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna... Whoops. I'm just gonna leave it for now. This room is fine, you know what? Except we have changed some things. We're going to bring this out. We're going to chop that. We're going to make this, it's kind of a weird, color. And you're going to go in here, I guess. Although this is empty. And actually, all right, so this is going to be more like a wall. A wall, sir. Bam. And then this, these get the same color as that. And, all right, so here, ew. This is FU West Passage right now, alters, okay. And then down here, this actually does go somewhere. All right. I foresee this being a problem, but it is what it is. Okay. Great. So these are going to be, again, kind of a gray color, but we'll make it a little different. Okay. And then west of this room, it's basically solid matter the whole time, except there is going to be a little connecting corridor. So we'll let that go up, but then we're going to have solid frickin' wall. Why did that connect? Why? Bro. All right. So we got a passageway. We got a solid frickin' wall. We got here. This has moved. And this is actually water. Oops. Let's just move that there. We're going to do our little convention, our little hustlers convention. But, oh, this thing has moved, by the way. I don't know. I don't know where it has moved to, but let's just claim there. Now, this thing will go like that. And then there is a thing there. Okay, these are all gone, by the way. That area got deleted. All right. So this is FU extension. And then this, yeah, FU dense wrapping is fine. It's just, so I don't know what this room is like. Like there's a thing. Although these are maybe more like this. And this is like that, maybe. Okay, so the only issue here is this floor is the wrong color. So this one is I don't know. I don't know, guys. Something like that. All right. So that just leaves 2 more rooms, and then I'll call it a night. Here and here. This one is just nothing. So we're just going to do this, even though that's not what it looks like in the map. This one, this is like this druid frickin' situation. And I think this really should have gone out one more over. I don't know, dude. But we need the Monstro. So this is just going to go like this. And like this. And then this way. And then there's going to be like an inner sanctum. That's going to be green in a rare feat of room coloring. And then we're going to have a little plant. One of these dudes here. Actually, we're going to do that. And then we're going to have some walls. We're going to go boom, 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 boom. So you don't go in there. You do not go in there. And then we're also going to have some walls here. Except you're going to go that way. Right? Okay. So now, yeah, this has its own teleporter. And this is it's going to be the Druid Club. FU Druid Club. It's like the boat club, but where druids go to hang out. All right. And over here, we're just going to extend the wall. So we got one more. We got to do this one. And that is going to be a I don't know, like that. And then there's going to be some walls. Don't you worry about the walls. There's going to be some walls, and we're just going to put the walls. And we're just going to cap it off with a doodad there. And we're going to go FU rover zone. All right. So we're still not done. We've done more than half the map. We've probably done close to 2/3 of the map tonight, so that's great. We will continue in the morning. We're going to take the W. How's it going? Is there any standard trick for preventing Z fighting from causing flickering without moving all the models? Okay, so here's the thing. The flickering that you are seeing is not exactly Z fighting. It is Z fighting, but it's Z fighting combined with rendering stuff in a different order every frame. Which, if you don't do that, Z fighting will be a lot less. All right. But also, the reason you're seeing Z fighting is because we're placing all these models that are like planar and at exact distances from each other, right? And in reality, you almost never do that in real models. And so the zones where you do have Z fighting are generally in real content going to be much less than what you see here as well. Like in a finished game, you mostly don't worry about Z fighting in 2025 because just Z buffers are pretty high resolution and all these things. Any advice for productivity? Stop watching Twitch. You're really curious about funding in the industry right now. Is it harder to convince people to invest in games now? Yes. No, it's definitely harder. If you have the right game, you may be able to. But that doesn't mean it's not harder. It's definitely harder. Definitely harder. Okay. So we did the scraggly ass island. We found one more still existing room, though. It's the endpoint bonanza, and we will we'll place that in the morning. Here we go. I'm gonna commit to the bit. I'm going to say overworld progress. And we're just waiting for it to scan all the files. And 57 files. All right, thanks everybody. Let's see if there's someone to raid again. I hope the last one went okay. 18 plus 3D modeling for Roblox Studio. Okay. I thought Roblox was for kids. Developing Stardeus.
With equal, like if we would put them here, then capsule events would be dominating because there would be a lot of them and they would like expand themselves. So that's why we have, when we're choosing, we're saying, okay, is it going to be an asteroid or is it going to be a capsule or maybe cleaning incident, right? And if we choose a capsule, then we will trickle down to one of these events when the capsule gets open. AZ bins.
I'm not a fan of flowcharting things that simple, but maybe you'll get more involved later. Okay. Who is actually doing programming? I don't see a lot. I see random projects in Rust. That looks like programming. This looks like pretend programming. Retro at day 4. We've rated this dude before. I don't know, guys. This is always really hard. Let's do this, dude. You can watch random projects in Rust. Have a good evening. Ah, we can't rate him because he has crabs. I guess the Twitch like hygiene enforcement wants you to not get crabs. All right, we're gonna raid Flowchart, dude. Have a good evening. Be nice. Be good. Be model citizens. Service guarantees citizenship. See you later.